Alright guys, so in today's lesson we are going to talk about what it takes for three sides to form a triangle and some of the characteristics of a triangle. So the first thing I want you to do is, it says mark the largest angle, the longest side, the smallest angle, the shortest side of the triangle shown below. What do you notice? So go ahead and pause the video here and mark all of that and see if you can fill in these blanks. Alright, as I'm filling this in, here's the smallest angle. And here is the largest angle. This is the longest side, and this is the shortest side. So what I notice is the shortest side and the smallest angle happen to be across from each other, and the longest side and the largest angle happen to be across from each other. So I'm going to use the word opposite here because it fits a little better in the blank. Okay, so how does that help us? Well, then this theorem says that if we know that side AB is bigger than side BC, then we know that the angles across from them will match up. So if AB is bigger, then the measure of angle C will be bigger than side BC. Across from that, the measure of angle A. So it says if one side of a triangle is longer than another side, then the angle opposite the longer side is larger than the angle opposite the shorter side, or is greater than the angle opposite the shorter side. Okay, so then this theorem says if we know that the measure of angle A is bigger than the measure of angle C, then the same thing is true with the side lengths here. So I'm looking across, and angle A is bigger than side BC will be bigger than side AB. So if one angle of a triangle is larger than another angle, then the side opposite the larger angle is longer than the side opposite the smaller angle, or is greater than the opposite. So this says list the sides of triangle PQR in order from shortest to longest. So if I want to find the shortest side, I'm going to look for the smallest angle here. So the smallest angle is 45 degrees. So I look across from there. So my shortest side is going to be segment QR. Then for the next shortest side, I go across from that angle, and I get PQ. And for the longest side, I look for the largest angle, and across from that is PR. So then we have what is called the triangle inequality theorem. We're going to do something with this in class, but what this says is that the sum of the lengths of any two sides of a triangle have to be greater than the length of the third side to be able to form a triangle. So if I want something greater than AC, I'm going to add up the other two sides. So AB, the length of AB, plus the length of BC has to be bigger than the length of AC. Or the length of AC plus the length of BC has to be bigger than the length of AB. Or the length of AB plus the length of AC has to be greater than BC. So when we look at this, it says, can a triangle exist with the following three sides? Well, you want to check all of them, but really we just need to check the shorter two sides. So if I look at the two shortest sides, that would be 5 and 8. So when I add up 5 and 8, I get 13. So my question is 13 greater than 12? The answer is yes. So yes, a triangle can exist. Again, I'm going to look for the shorter side, 7 and 4. So 7 and 4 gives me 11. Is 11 greater than 15? It's not, so we can't form a triangle. And then our last example, we have 6 plus 6. We get 12. Is 12 greater than 12? No, 12 is equal to 12, but it's not greater than, so this one won't form a triangle either. Okay, so example 3 says a triangle has one side of length 14 and another of length 10. Describe the possible lengths of the third side. I'm going to pause the video here and see if you can come up with a method to come up with the possible lengths, all of the lengths that you can come up with to give you that third side. Okay, so if we're talking coming up with the lengths of the third side, we want to know what the smallest possible length is and what the largest possible length is. So think about how when we add two sides together, it has to be bigger than the third side. So if I add these two sides together, I get 14 plus 10. That gives me 24. So I need something that's smaller than 24. So our third side has to be smaller than 24. What's the smallest it could be? So the other way to look at it is I need 10 and my unknown value to be less than, or to be greater than 14. Because it has to be bigger than the other side. So I'm going to take 10 away from here. And so x is 4. So I need something bigger than 4. Or 4 is less than x is less than 24. So our shortcut to doing this, I say to get here, we do 14 minus 10. And to get to our other one, we do 14 plus 10. And that's going to give you the two values that it sits between. So any length of triangle between 4 and 24 will be okay to form a triangle with side lengths that are also 14 and 10. All right, guys, if you have questions, please come in and see me. I will see you in class.